What is up there, SEO pros? How you guys doing? Alright guys, so today we're doing a giveaway for the free SEO audit. Well, actually, we're doing an audit for somebody who won a giveaway, and then we're going to be doing another giveaway for another free SEO audit. But I think actually we're going to make a separate video for that giveaway. So this video, we're just going to do the audit. So that being said, we're doing an audit for the person who won, which was, his name's Gaz, or Gary. He says he goes by Gaz. And yeah, it's for a clothing website. So I'm just going to pull it up on my phone because I think he sent me a few login credentials that I don't want to broadcast on the stream, but I will start reading you the details on this so you guys can get an update on what this audit's going to look like. So the website is hippyclothingshop.co.uk. Oh, I should probably get out of this double browser, by the way. I'm trying to put this stuff in this drink, but I can't get it. There we go. All right. So it is hippyclothingshop.co.uk. .co.uk. All right, this is it. So I'll read you guys the details. So, hey Chase, just following up on some background info on the site for you. We use WordPress with WooCommerce on the Flatsome theme. Our brand name is Gaznik Ethical Traders. I started building this site about 18 months ago with no knowledge whatsoever. My first attempt was under the domain name gaznik.co.uk. After a year of playing around and learning, we decided to change our domain name to Hippy Clothing Shop. The old domain is pointing at hippie clothing. The new domain is only a few months old as we went live with it in April this year. As I own a music festival stall in the real world, we hand out business cards for Gaznik. We don't want our old customers searching for hippie clothes as they will see our competitors. Plus, we want to send strong signals to Google that our brand is getting stronger. We have SSL, use a lot of free tools like SEMrush, SEO Profiler, Ahrefs, Screaming Frog to help do on-page and also to monitor our keywords. Let me know if you want the logins, if it will help you. I think I have set up Google Analytics correctly. I've added enhanced e-commerce to it and added a sales funnel to monitor our cart abandonment. I think I have set up Schema. I now get my Facebook reviews to show up in Google when you have searched for our categories, but it doesn't show up in the search for our homepage. At present, we only offer PayPal as a gateway, but we are just about to get set up WorldPay as an option for people to use. We hope this will help with some cart abandonment, as a lot of people in the UK don't like using PayPal. I host with a guy in the UK. It's a WordPress managed host. We went for managed, so we had more time to do other things, but we were not happy with his service, so we're looking at switching. So at present, we don't have access to our cPanel, and everything we have has to be done through WordPress if possible. Our only source of income is through Facebook ads, which was doing well, but sales have dropped recently. Due to the trend dropping, we really need to rank higher for the keyword hippie clothing, as this will bring a higher organic traffic. We have some pages ranking on page 1 is on Google and a fair amount on page 2 and so on. Our keyword research shows that those keywords will have the highest possible traffic. They're in order of highest first: hippie clothing UK, hippie clothing, hippie trousers, hippie clothes. Our main competitors are hippyclothing.co. I hope some of this is of help to you, Chase. My partner Nikki and I are so excited about this audit. I'm really excited. We sell fair trade hippie clothes because that is our passion. We know it is a very small niche in the world, but it is our love. Okay, it is amazing if we okay. Last thing, I'd like to say thank you so much for running this competition. Okay, got it. Cool. So we got this Search Console stuff as well. And I think we're just going to start it. So sorry about that long intro, guys, but I did want to read that before I went into it. Cool. So we're gonna do the first thing first, which is go into Screaming Frog. Put the URL in there. And as usual, we're gonna start looking at the on page for the home page. So we'll open up Mozbar. Cool. So we got SSL, which is great. Page title, the and best I would probably get rid of, because there's certain spam words that Google looks at. Google looks at. So I would change optimizations for title tag on homepage. And let me just log into Search Console, especially since the it's weirdly capitalized here too. So we got undercase the, and then best hippie clothes shop is all capitalized, and everything else is not capitalized, which is really weird. And so the guy that was just waving at me was Paul Urfula, the CEO of Kinko's. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Search Console. Sorry, I got thrown off right then. And we're gonna go to add the account. So let me just get the login. All right, go to Search Console. Go to the account again, since Google doesn't like to keep you logged in. And let's make sure we're going to the right version. It's that one without the W. All right, so if we go into here and then we go by the last 90 days, and then we go impressions, click-throughs, and positions. And then what we can do is we go to pages and then go to the home page and go to queries. We can see what we're showing up for. So hippie clothing UK. So I'd usually just re-optimize around these keywords, whatever they're already showing up for, right? So hippie clothing looks like we're 19.4. Hippie clothing UK, we're 8. And let's see if hippie clothing UK actually shows up with a local result. Yeah, so since there's a map pack result showing up, we could actually take over this, which would be a really good idea because they're probably getting a lot of hits for that. So create Google My Business location for Google for hippie clothing UK, and I'd probably just name it that. I would probably just name the Google My Business location that. So H1, that's good, replicates the title. H2s look fine. Bold and italics look a little much, but whatever. Alt text looks okay. So I'm interested to see what the user. Okay, so this looks crazy. This is. So the bold and italics are way overdone. So bold and italics are way overdone. You only need 2 to 3 bold and italic words per page. And they're usually your main keywords, but this is just way too much. And honestly, it looks really weird too. The internal linking looks fine. The tags, I'm guessing these are product tags and not blog tags. Yeah, they're product tags. I guess you can leave those there. I don't know why we have 3 Visa. Oh, they're different types. Okay. Also, I'd change this call to action, like get free stuff or something. Like change it to like get free giveaways or something. I don't know. Change CTA from newsletters, because nobody wants to just sign up to some random newsletter. Or join the free Facebook group, and then start getting reviews for that through the to the Google My Business location. All right, let's check out the other pages. So we'll go here, our shop. Also, technically, you should have a home button here, but whatever. So there isn't really any internal linking in here. And if you're trying to rank the home page for hippie clothes, you might want to do that as the internal link back. And then the title's not optimized here, it just says products. So you want to put like topical seating into this, like our hippie clothes products or something. So work on topical seating for other pages. I also forgot to check the home page for the schema. So Gary says, or Gaz says, Hippie Clothing UK is my competitor's domain name. Is it okay to do Google My Business for Hippie Clothing UK? Yeah, because your business doesn't have to be a domain name. So this looks good. You got a clothing store, which this is actually local business markup. So since you are doing this, you would want to do the Google My Business location, but yeah, sorry, I thought that was a PO box for a second. It just looks like there's a couple of things, like you need to put your price range, which if you just go in here and then put at price range or something, I think it's just, where is it? Price range. And then you do like $, $. I think that'll fix it. Oh no, I screwed it up. What is it? It's at, maybe if I put the at symbol? It's something along those lines. I don't know which one it is, but it is something around price range. Oh, maybe I need a comma. Did I get it? Yeah, see, so that's the price range one. So you put that in there, and then the telephone, you would do the same thing. You would do telephone, what is it? Telephone, and then whatever your telephone number is. 1111. And then you have to do a plus, I believe. 111111. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it looks like the URLs, something's wrong with it. All values provided for HTTPS must have the same domain. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, you get the point. So that needs to be changed. Mohammed said, hey Chase, I'm working on one of my clients here at work. It'll be cool if you checked it out. Sorry, man. I'm actually doing an audit right now, so I can't do that. Facebook debugger. So the best, so you can see the same thing with the OG data. It's kind of weird, like the is undercased, and then so. All right, let's see some other stuff. Robots.txt. That looks fine. See if you have a sitemap. Looks good. Let's see if it's indexed. Yep. And then let's see what's showing up on the site. All right, so we got 1,200 things being indexed, and let's see the crawl rates. So with an average of 172 pages being indexed or crawled a day, and you have 1,200 pages, that doesn't seem too great. Also, all of these have the exact same markup, which is a big problem. You're going to end up getting a manual penalty for this once Google finds out. And also, if you're not showing the reviews on these pages, Google's gonna get even more mad. So, and this actually just happened to one of my sites. So if you don't believe me, it's true. You only need the local business markup on the home page. So make sure you take that out of the other pages before you get a manual penalty. By the way, if you guys like these videos, please leave a thumbs up when you get a chance. All right. It looks like you're also indexing attachments like pictures. So you don't want to index these types of pages. And I believe you can just go in DO settings and no index this stuff. This looks okay. Same thing with this kind of stuff. I think you're just using this as part of the theme. Or this is just another attachment, I believe. So yeah, all that stuff is just killing the crawl rates. Let's check out the... See, the other thing too is like with all of these pages, these should have their own product markup and not local business markup. This also should be no indexed. Yeah, so just all of the different pictures and attachments that are getting indexed. But if we go into like one of these and we check this out through what's showing up, well, it's not pulling it because there might be separate product markup, but let's see if that local markup's still showing up. Yeah, so that's still showing up, but the product markup's taking precedence. Which if you have reviews for this product too, which is why you want to create a Facebook group, you can start putting review markup in this and have this show up with aggregate rating. So that would be the next thing, is create a funnel to a Facebook group. For review generation. So this privacy policy can be auto-generated. Like, this is good, but you might want to put more into the privacy policy. You can also mark up your contact page, and I would put an about page if I were you, because Google likes to look at that sort of stuff. Let's see if you're indexing stuff like this, like your sign-in page. I'm not sure you want to keep that stuff. That's up to you. So let's see what else. So it doesn't look like you're indexing up or you're doing any content marketing from what I can see. A really good way to build authority through this is to start a content, some skyscraper articles. like top 20 hippie clothes for 2017 or something, because that's probably a keyword. Start cornerstone content. Can streamline with Pitchbox automation. And I talk about how to set that up in my paid course if you guys are looking to do that stuff. Gary said, or Gaz says, okay, the ranking markup is my Facebook ranking. I will change it. What does that mean? If I no index attachments, will they still show up in Google Images? Well, I mean, your product pages will probably still show up, but by indexing those other pages, you're just going to get blank pages. So even if somebody hits it off of the Google search, image search, they're just going to hit a blank page with just an image, which does not benefit you. Vlad says, absolutely great, Chase. Thanks a lot for this. Invaluable to watch you getting through this process. Thanks. Thanks, Vlad. All right. So, internal links on these types of pages to the other important pages. And then if we go to the next one, same thing here. Unique hippie bags, lady handbags, that looks okay. Looks a little keyword stuff though. You're saying handbags like 5 times, which isn't necessary. And then it's hippie bags is like the same H1 in every page. So these should be a little bit more unique. So pages should be a little bit more unique and hyper focus what they are specifically trying to rank for. Also, if you're going to be talking about like for instance, ladies' handbags or something, you should put a little bit more information around like anything you're trying to rank for. You should put like extra information specific to that topic. So like usually answering questions really. So like if somebody looks up ladies' handbags, you can put like in there ladies' handbags, like anything that you would be able to find with information around that. Ladies' handbags. I literally just do this for a lot of the stuff I SEO. Like I just look up the thing handbag on Wikipedia. A handbag, also a purse or pouch, is in North American English is a handheld medium to large. Like maybe that's a little bit over the top, but you know, you could start talking about the things that you can put in it. Like our handbags are able to hold personal items such as money, you know, whatever else. Our styles are early modern European. You know, I don't know. I don't really know about the subject, but you could just go in here, find the different topics. You could start talking about the other things that Wikipedia talks about. Like we have men's handbags, we have women's handbags, our types of handbags. And then, so that's how you can start SEOing for this stuff, because you're talking about things that are hyper relevant to your subject versus like, these are the 5 things we have, you know? All right. By the way, if you guys haven't joined the SEO group already, you should text the word SEO to 66866 and get a link to the group. All right, if we check out the page speed, I forgot to do this. So yeah, the fact that there's no content marketing on here, that's a downfall in my opinion. Let's check out the Facebook. Just out of curiosity. So competition looks good. So I would put in there, as the steps for the competition enters, make sure to leave this comment in our Facebook group. Also, it would be important to externally link from these pages to other important things, like, you know, relevant things. We're not really doing any external linking. Also, I think there's an FAQ markup. I'm not sure. Whatever. The free delivery too. Looks good. Might want to make that a little bit more prominent on the actual product page. It's kind of hard to see. All your festival hippie. Okay. So this looks good. We're adding all of our information. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff around like thin content, like a lot of these pages. And let's check out the URL structure as well, because right now it's just like a lot of these pages are being indexed without really any information about them, which is not good. Because if we go to our shop and then say we go to like these, so category hippie throws, wall hangings, that looks good. And then you'd want to internally link to the other important pages or products in this, and then go into here, and that's shop / name of the category / that's fine. You don't necessarily have to put shop in there, I don't think, but whatever, it's fine. And then do these also get indexed? No, these are just okay. So this looks good. So ideally we would want to index this versus just the elephant thing picture, because that's going to show up either way. Because if I type in like elephant, oops. Yeah, there it is. And then all of these other ones are being indexed. We don't want all of that. So that's just going to be destroying our crawl rates, and that's duplicate content. So unless we're pointing canonicals from those, we want to no index them. Bren says external as in to other websites. Yes. Ryan says Chase answering questions today. I might in the next video. So browser caching we could leverage, but other than that, the page speed's pretty fast, which is great. So if you are going to go with Google My Business location, I'd also get citations for it. I'd also set up a landing page for the paid campaigns you're doing through ClickFunnels or Instapage. John Bowering says, are breadcrumbs helpful for internal linking on a site like this? So breadcrumbs are really helpful, not just to search engines, but also to users, but they're not for internal linking. I mean, they link back to the previous place that you were at, but what you want to use for internal linking is contextual linking through the actual text in paragraphs in your site. And you do like 2 to 3 internal links per 1,000 words in my opinion. You can do more than that, but that's a good ratio. So we'll go to search analytics, and I recommend this one to pretty much anybody. Is just going through here, finding your top traffic pages, and then seeing what you can do to improve the relevance of these pages. So go through 10 to 20 pages in Search Console, see what you can do to optimize and hyper-specific data for those pages about what you're trying to rank for. Gary says, I do have a Google My Business page. Is Google My Business location different? No. Hey, how do you make citation which requires phone verification? You enter your phone number and then verify it through your phone, right? So yeah, you really need to no index all those other pages though, that's for sure. So yeah, I would start with some keyword research around the top phrases you're going for, and start skyscraper article around that with guest contributions to start building authority through backlinks, social shares, and what was the other one? And ranking for semantic variations of main keywords. For clients, well, then you'd ask them to verify it for you, right? Okay, so also, if the hosting's a problem, which it didn't look like it was, then you can switch to like WP Engine, but it looks like your hosting's fine. I think you might also be indexing the different sizes. No, it's the same stuff, yeah. So I mean, this site's not really that complicated. It's just like a lot of the on-page basics that needs to be thrown in here. Overall, it's not too bad though. Could be a lot worse. Just a lot of title tag optimizations, more hyper focusing, like what you're actually going for, getting rid of thin content or duplicate content, and then setting up some of the basics like the, you know, funnels to Facebook groups and starting to, you know, gain leverage locally and that sort of thing. Also, you can repurpose a lot of this stuff. Consider repurposing a lot of your content into video, because so you can rank it on YouTube as well. You also want to optimize the Google My Business location with product images, pictures of location if you have it, pictures of team, etc. So number one would be no index, all the crazy amounts of extra images. Start cornerstone content. Cornerstone content, 5,000 word posts around main subject with outreach done through something like Pitchbox. Go through top traffic pages and include hyper specific data targeting main keywords. Set up a funnel to Facebook group to start streamlining reviews and doing giveaways. Set up and optimize Google My Business location with citations. Let's check out Screaming Frog really quick. I forgot to do this. So we got some 404s and 301s. You just want to fix those with like broken link checker. So fix on-page basics, like weird capitalization in title tags, duplicate H1, or sorry, same H1s on different pages, whatever else, you know, internal linking to other relevant pages, contextually, etc. A lot of these title tags are really short, so you just want to make sure they're at least like 75 characters. A lot of the stuff you'll pick up through Screaming Frog too, if you crawl with Screaming Frog. So I would fix the schema or finish the schema markup on the main pages. Fix the or add the price, add price, and what was the other thing? It was like price and phone number for clothing store. And then take the local business markup out of the pages that aren't the home page. Before you get hit with the manual penalty. I would change the CTA to like free giveaways or something. Change newsletter sign up. Change generic newsletter, sign up for newsletter, to get free clothes or something. And then I would start building reviews to the Google My Business location once you get the Facebook going. I'd also fix the OG data. For main pages with a plugin called WPSSO. And I have tutorials on that if you guys don't know how to do that. So sort of a short one today. But that's because honestly, it's not too bad, this site. Just really the big things are a lot of the content being indexed that shouldn't be indexed. Also the over optimization. You really need to take out all these bold and italics because that's really overdone. And then the footers seems a little unnecessary too with the way this is made. Might want to do something about this, but other than that, not too bad. So also, you're internally linking through all of these pictures and these links. I don't know if I would do both, because every extra link you put in there, it's going to devalue it's going to make the next link less valuable. So Thumb says, thanks Chase, Screaming Frog ? Hello, please send me the checklist SEO. What checklist? I have a checklist or how to do roadmaps in my paid course. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. Anyways, hope that was helpful for you guys, and I gotta go. So until I see you guys next time, happy SEOing.